This is an extraordinary moment in both of our lives. So many of you should be standing here. And so I feel really deeply humbled, profoundly acknowledged, which of course, to be affirmed such as this it's enormously enabling of the human spirit. So thank you, and that will certainly stay with us as we go forward. Won't keep you for long, but just a few things I'd like to say, and I know Katherine will also speak. This, first of all, is a wonderful celebration, and I want to thank NLGF, Alba Smith as the chairperson, and all the board, and all those who have worked so hard, and GCM, and all Brian's work, and in honouring us in this way. It is so important for a community who is a minority, for people who have so often and continue to live, even in our own country, with such oppression and such silence, to have moments such as this, moments that bring us all together, moments that allow us really celebrate the wholeness of who we are as human beings. So I thank you for this idea. I think it's been a wonderful evening. And while I feel completely overcome and don't feel I should be here at all, whatever about my dear pal, we'll come to that in a minute, certainly it is a wonderful idea. Just by way of saying a few words, I would really want to recognise this reach of generosity towards us. As I said earlier, many people who have stood for gay and lesbian and bisexual rights over the years could be standing here this evening. And I would have enough sense of history to know that and to name that. So thank you. Thank you so much for singling us out this evening. And certainly as we march forward now with so many loving supporters and so many groups around us, and Katherine will name those in more detail, this evening will give us enormous resource, deep inner resource within ourselves to keep going. So I thank you for that. I do know that you are all aware that no one person, or indeed no two people, will ever transform oppression on their own. The transformation of oppression, and the history of all such movements indicate this, happens when people gather together in solidarity and when there is a movement for change. And that is what is happening at this time in this country, and that is because of you. We may have stood on the pavement, but we actually didn't know what was going to happen after that, apart from the fact that we had an absolutely magnificent legal team and a group of wonderful supporters from the very beginning. But we didn't know where this was going to go. We didn't know whether we'd be kind of left out to dry. But that is not what happened. The gay, the lesbian, the bisexual, and many more people beyond in the Irish society have stood with this movement. We are ready for change. That is clear, and we will get it. I want to end this brief remark of gratitude with a little acknowledgement of my pal here. Those who know me well know that given the natural condition, I would be this evening probably over in my log cabin, which is away over in a field, beyond our sheep, near our hen house, where I have a log cabin and a little stove in there, and I'd be reading quietly. But it's my pal, her love, her energizing of me, that has really brought me with her. This isn't necessarily my natural inclination, but whatever she dreams of, I dream of too. And my love for her is greater today than the day I have met her. And so, in acknowledging and accepting this award, I above all acknowledge my dearest pal and lover, Katherine.